Hello everybody. Now I haven't done a video in quite a long time, so I thought I would do a few more videos for you so I can just explain things a little bit better rather than taking photos. The first thing I want to show you is my passion fruit, and I've had a lot of people ask me about my passion fruit. And how I grow it and how it actually grows, because in this country, in the UK, we don't really grow passion fruit unless you grow it inside, because they won't last. Unless, of course, you live in a city and you've got a little microclimate happening, you might be able to get edible passion fruit. I'm just standing over my basil underneath me. So this is my passion fruit here. Now, this is not the Passiflora ornamental passion fruit. This is the edible passion fruit, and it's called Passiflora edulis. You can get seeds and you can grow this from seeds, but I bought this I think it was probably this time last year. Maybe it was in November. I got it from a fantastic nursery called Victoriana Nursery, and it came in I would say about a 10-inch pot, and it had one fruit on it, which was amazing. And anyhow, I had it, but it was a bit sour, wasn't very nice. So I overwintered this plant in my basement. There was hardly any light. I did actually put it in the bay window so that it could actually see, because I have half of a bay window. It's not really a basement as such. And it got some light, so it overwintered, and actually got some growth on it as well. And last year in the basement, I didn't have a boiler, so we had no heat in the basement, and I think it probably, it was getting to about 10 to 12 degrees constantly. So isn't it lovely? What a lovely plant. Anyhow, it has rewarded me. When we got the greenhouse, I'm in the big greenhouse at the moment. When it well, it was about 3/4 finished, this greenhouse. The first thing that we put in here was the passion fruit, because it was starting to look a little bit, it was kind of crying out to me saying, please, please, please pot me or do something with me. So we put it in a big pot. I will show you in a minute what size pot it is in. And it wasn't against the back wall. It was actually in the front corner against the glass, because the back wall, we had to have these vents put in. So it was in here before this was actually waterproof, this greenhouse. And there's a video, I'm pretty sure I did a video on Instagram of me potting it up. Yes, there is. Of me potting it up, and underneath there is the lamb's liver, which is a old wives' tale, Australian old wives' tale, that they say that if you put it has to be lamb's liver underneath your passion fruit, not directly on the roots, but a little bit of soil above it, and then plant the passion fruit on top, the iron from that then feeds the passion fruit, and voila, it works. A couple of times I had some canes that I was popping in the soil and growing this passion fruit up the canes. And I must say, at one point in time, in the middle of the summer, well, towards the end of the summer, I pulled out a cane, and yeah, I could kind of smell liver going off. But hey, that's all right. So that will all biodegrade, hopefully, the lamb's liver. I've given this, I think I gave it a very weak seaweed feed, that's it. And so then when we got all the vents done and this became waterproof, we moved this to the back corner, and I will show you in a minute which back corner I'm talking about. And it has just gone crazy, absolutely crazy. I've got to send it upwards, and then it's going to go across the top on wire. Yes, I think that's the best thing. So here it is. It is lovely dark green. I will show you. It has fruit on it as well. Now I've had to self-pollinate this because it's quite late in the season that it's flowering, and we're really lucky because today there's a flower open, so I will show you how I've been pollinating it. And yeah, it's looking fantastic. So let's show you. So as I come in the door of the greenhouse, let's go towards it. Look at my chilies. So let's go. Here it is. This is the size pot. It's a very large pot. So it's going to take a while for it to actually fill up its roots. And here we go. Look. Look, 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 look. And it is growing up and up and up. And then it starts to kind of do a bit of a flop over. And it's going onto my tomato plant here. This tomato is still fruiting, and this is banana legs. You can see there's a fruit just there. So I will, in the next couple of days, actually probably this weekend, I will start sending it upwards. Okay, right, that is the leaf of a passion fruit. It's a beauty, isn't it? Right, so here is a flower. Look at that. It is absolutely stunning. So that's a flower open. And then what happens is, if they don't get pollinated, I'm just trying to find a couple of flowers here. So that's a flower that's not opened yet. That one has already flowered, and they only flower for a day, then they close. And what happens is when they don't get pollinated, this here, and that's actually pollinated because I pollinated it, these flowers fall off, and I'm going to show you a few. There they are. See? Just there. Okay, so then what happens is when I pollinate, and to pollinate, I'm just looking for my little pollinating apparatus, but I can't seem to find it. I think it might be outside. I'm going to go out and have a look. Hello. Okay. So here's the flower. Isn't it beautiful? All right. Now I normally do this with a paintbrush, but I don't seem to have any paintbrushes at the moment. So this is an ingenious idea. I have a piece of string, jute string. And what I've done is I've kind of fluffed it up a bit like that. And so this is what you do. So these little fellas here, underneath there, if I go under here, I will show you. Look at all this pollen. Can you see that? And so I've learnt this through trial and error. But so there's the fruit in the center there. I don't know whether you can see that, but the fruit is there. I pollinate these little bits, and I go on each one of these, and I go all around the fruit, and my hand is probably in the way now. There, look. There we are. And I just make sure everything is covered with pollen. And I'm going to give you a close-up of this here. Whoops, a daisy. See, we can go in a bit further. There. You see that? So that is how you pollinate the flower. There. And I will show you closer up in a minute. So there we are. You can see the bits of pollen that I have distributed on that fruit, which is in the center there. So hopefully that will set. Okay, so let's have a look at this one. Now, I know this is set because if I look inside, just open her up a bit, you can just see the beginnings of that fruit swelling. So let's just say hello. And I've got a better one down here. This one. Let's get to it. Can you see there? Look, see the fruit coming in the center? And it swells. And then this little bit on the end here falls off. And then you have this. That's beautiful. That is a thing of beauty. So passion fruit, when do we eat passion fruit? They have to look really, really ugly. This is not ripe in the center. And what will happen is, I don't know how long it's going to stay on the vine, we'll have to see. But if it drops off the vine, I'm going to take it inside, and when it starts to dry and go all crinkly, that's when it's ripe on the center, in the center. So I hope that they will be good this year. But so far I've got one, I've got two there. I've got another one coming at the top, which I showed you. And I think the one behind it, yes, the fruit is coming on this one as well. You can just see that little green bit there. So I've self-pollinated all of these. I've missed a couple, and so the flowers have actually fallen off. But that self-pollinating with the string seems to work. There we are. That's my passion fruit. I love it. Reminds me of Australia. And then if I get enough, I can make a passion fruit pavlova, which will be absolutely beautiful. There we are. Thanks everybody. See you later.